This is a season of love. Wow, Valentine is here. Now, the question is love really about the passion, the feelings, the romance, the cordiality, and other pleasurable conditions, as the case may be? Is it really the strong feelings of affection, as the dictionary, the Almighty Oxford, describes it to be? Now, let me say this. These are not love. It is about a choice you make to bring out the best in someone. You've broken my heart, yet I love you. I can't let go because I care so much about you. Yes, you've betrayed me, and yet I care so much about you. You've struck me where it pains most. I can't let go because I chose you. Now, love isn't about manipulation. Love isn't about me, but about you. Remember, there is no reason to love. It's your choice to either love or not to love. He is so cute. Wow. So I love him. He is kind-hearted. Wow. That is why I love him. He is this, he is that. Are these really love? The answer is no. The Bible explains that Christ died for us not because we loved him or had shown any special attribute, but then he chose to love us purely and genuinely. Wow. Now that means that love is not about the game, but about the lose game. I repeat, it is not about the game. It is not the game, but the lose game. You don't just get, but give. You don't just withdraw, but surrender. You discomfort yourself to make sure that someone smiles. You cry for someone to rejoice. If you can really explain why you care so much about someone, wow, if you can give reasons about this, then there is no love. This is far from love. You can't really explain love. Now, you just choose to love because God is love. We are God's and we are created to love. In fact, it is not just what we have to do, but what we are to do. Now listen, people give in to sex because they think that they loved. Now, some even call it making love. Wow. That is far from love. I am sorry to say this. Anyone that says, let's have sex as we young people or young guys, young girls, what they do, let's have sex because I love you. Wow, this is just far from love. It's just saying, let me manipulate you, because that is not love. You better say, let me manipulate you. Yes, let me manipulate you. That is what it means. Now, research has shown that highest quantity, greater percentage of condoms are sold during Valentine's period. Wow, this is so despicable. A period that we regard as a period of love. That means it should be called a period of manipulation. This is despicable. Let's really decide to love today, because this is the greatest commandment. Now, most people say, I love him because he takes care of me. He just can't see me in pains. He has got good outlook and features. Wow. Now, let me ask this. What if he stops all this? What happens next? If your answer is as right as mine, your guess, if it is as right as mine, then that is what happens. Of course, you stop loving him. It can only be possible to love genuinely if we only chose to love. That is why we go back to the definition that I gave. Love is the choice you make to help bring out the best in someone, to help someone become whom God has destined the person to be. Now, love doesn't seek perfection. It doesn't see the best in you. It might interest you to know that you don't even need someone to love you before you love them. You don't even need someone to be of the best conduct, of the same behavior before you love them. Now, who is to be loved? Is it the invalid, your husband, your wife, your friends, or your enemies? Who is actually to be loved? Now, the answer is all. I mean everybody.
If God can love us all equally, and then we claim to truly love, then we should love equally, because this is just performing the work of God. This is just reflecting God to our generation. This is just giving the space for God to reach out to people through us. Imagine what could happen if we regard everybody as ourselves. Exactly, the world becomes a better and a blissful place for us, because we can't harm ourselves. Love is just extending that particular thing we need to happen to us. We just give it out as we would want others to give it to us. No wonder it is said that whatsoever you wish that men should do unto you, do ye even so to them. This is actually love. Now, our prayer every day should be, oh God, teach us to love from the heart. Bless people through me. I know I have taken advantages of so many people that loves me. I have turned them to ATM machine, demanding here and there because they love me. That is I have manipulated people. Oh God, teach me to love. Father, teach me to love you also from the heart, as there would be an extension of that love to my generation. This should be our prayer.
Okay, now consider David and Jonathan. Now, Jonathan, the son of Saul, sacrificed his rightful position as the heir apparent, that is, as the king, just because of his friend David. He has seen that David was the one that should be on the throne. Then he sacrificed this. Wow, what a love. He did it for his friend, because he knows that that particular love must be shown for David to achieve his goal in life. For David to reach to where God wants him to be, he needs to sacrifice it. In fact, love can be the reason why you can just decide not to have sex with a lady that is not your wife, because it's not just that this is what you want, but it is something that is relevant for the person's future. Now, in fact, sacrificing your pride, your all, to see that another achieved his God-given potential is a true act of love. Let's not love in words, but in deeds. Love is very sweet. The fact is that we cannot love without God. An unbeliever cannot even love you. It takes God to love, because God is love. Oh God, teach us to love.